I think we're all familiar with the situation that sometimes in our work we have to persuade somebody else and get what you want. Maybe pitch your services to your clients, or maybe even just ask for assistance from your colleagues. But sometimes we wouldn't deny that our appearance or personality could be the key factor, and that could affect the final outcome of our suggestion. So by using the framework that I'm going to share with you below, that can help you minimize these impacts of your persuasion and make your proposals more acceptable. So the scenario is like this. Suppose you're a counselor and you're going to give some presentation to your clients because you give counseling for project management. And this company, they have a big problem in project management. So you give a little briefing to them. The first part of your presentation is about yourself and your own company. You talk a lot about yourself. You talk how this organization of your own. And then you move on to the next part. That is about about the projects that you ever had before. And the final part, you finally get to the point and share some suggestions or some proposals to your clients. So this is the first template. How do you think about this? I think it's pretty adequate, right? You move one at a time. First, you talk about yourself because you want people to know who you are. Then you move on to the next part. And then you move on to the next part. And finally, provide some suggestions. But such template like this is very adequate, but very usual. And sometimes it may not help you stand out from the others and help you get the offer because you can't stand out. It's too common. So we can use the second template that I'm going to share with you right now. So the first part of your presentation, you don't talk too much about yourself. You get to the point. You tell them how these big companies, how these big upscale companies manage their teams. And then you portray the current issues or how many difficult problems your client's company have. And the third part is the same. You provide some suggestions to your clients. So how about this? As you can see, the second template is very different from the first template. The first template, we talk about ourselves first. But sometimes humans' concentration is a finite resources. If you waste too much time on something they don't really care in the first place, they don't have the resources of their energy to focus on the central part of your presentation. So the best part of the second framework is that by comparing the current issues of your clients have with these perfect and good companies, it could raise the fear of existential of their own company, because that makes them fear to change. That will make them crave for listening to your suggestions. And this is the time that will make your proposals more acceptable. So the framework like this is called ideal, realistic, and suggestions. So next time when you're about to do some persuasion, don't forget to use this. because you need to make them fear to change in the first place. Then you take out what you have. You take out your suggestion to them. And I believe that will make this suggestion more acceptable. And then you can get what you want. You can get what you want from your listeners or your clients.